Hi, this is Jay Johnson with SICK. I'm the product manager for our safety controllers and relays. To start out configuring a Flexi Loop, we can do this with a Flexi Compact controller or with Flexi Soft. Once we have the CPU established, we're going to go over here to Elements, find Flexi Loop, and we can drag that on to the first available inputs. Now our loop is configured, and we can move on to the actual population of the Flexi Loop nodes themselves. Today we want to show you a valuable tool within Safety Designer that will allow you to energy balance your Flexi Loop configuration. So Flexi Loop is used to cascade or place in series up to 32 different sensors and only consume 2 inputs within the controller, or allow that entire 32 string to be connected to a safety relay. With our screen today, we are going to configure a Flexi Loop. So over here I'm going to grab a node. Each node or each sensor will require one of these devices, and these devices can be used to connect either EMSS or OSSD type sensors. So here we have all of the nodes for this Flexi Loop configured. Notice that we've attached an e-stop button to each of the first 3. We've attached a non-contact STR1 switch. We have a DTEC4 light curtain. We have a read switch, and finally a flex lock. So this will be our entire Flexi Loop. Now going over to the Energy Balance tab, we can open up and see that these have been created for us, but we need to enter some additional information. By expanding, now we can pick from the drop-down menu and choose an existing cable, or we could enter our own cable information where we would just put in the length and the size of the cable. Then we'll also need to enter the energy consumption of the device. We will do this for each one of the devices in the Flexi Loop. When that information has been completed, we can click this calculate button, and because we had done it previously, the results are already here. We can see what kind of voltage drop we will get by the time we reach the final node, and we'll also see the amount of power available. This is a really helpful tool in the event that if we put a really high number of devices on, or a number of devices that consume too much current for the loop, it will tell us that we need to add an injector. Okay, so coming back to our Flexi Loop, let's add another node, and let's add another flex lock to our system. Now if we go to the energy balance, we have an additional sensor. We'll need to fill that in, so I'm going to put in a cable. I'm going to put in the current draw on the sensor itself, and I'm going to put in and then recalculate. At this point now, notice that we have additional voltage drop and additional current loss that would require us to put in a node to power inject, or in other words, add a power supply to the system in order to keep the voltage above the tolerance level and be able to provide enough current. Hope you find this useful, and see you next time. And if you have any questions on this or any of our other products, please take a look on sick.com or reach out to any of your sales representatives or product managers. Thank you.